Right then, quick extra video this week. I got an email from a girl called Hannah who works for Base Camp Masks. Basically, would I review their masks? I think they're an American company. They're coming into Europe, right? And they're asking quite a lot of YouTubers to review their stuff. As I got the email, they got back my usual answer of, yes, I've no problem reviewing your stuff, but if I don't like it or I find something wrong with it, I'm going to say it. And Hannah came back with, that's not a problem, we have confidence in our stuff, right? Now, there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this video, right? Because they sent me over one for a giveaway as well. So I'll send that anywhere, right? And I'll tell you how to win it at the end. Right, basically, this mask, right, is the one we're looking at, right? Now, I'll give you some blurb on it first, right? Its ratings, it's up to the EU standard of EN 149, and it complies with the US ASTM F2 101-14 standard, right? It's an FFP2, which means it filters down to 0.3 of a micron. For a non-powered mask, that's very good, right? It's made up of basically 6 layers, right? It has a polypropylene layer, a melt-blown electrostatic particle layer, an activated charcoal layer. Now, I had a question about that, and I asked Hannah, and she's given me the correct answer to it. Another melt-blown electrostatic one, an ethylene propylene side by side, and a non-woven propylene. Right, now the question I asked Hannah was, if you look up the requirements for a mask for use with resin, it will tell you that an activated charcoal mask is what you need, right? Or an activated carbon. They're both the same thing, by the way. Activated charcoal and activated carbon, they're the same thing. It's just a different way of saying it. So when I read this, I got on to Hannah and asked her, and she has told me, no, their masks are not rated for resin. I like the honesty, right? Right, you can view the CE cert and the EN 149 report online. I'll leave links below. Right, now, Basecamp themselves do 8 different types of masks. They go from your basic cloth mask all the way up to kind of this kind of stuff, right? Something I do like about them is you can get all the spare parts. You can get filter kits, you can get nose foam, you can get valves, and you can get things to seal these valve caps off. I'll go into the valve caps when we're looking at the mask, right? I double checked this one, right? Shipping to Europe, there is no customs fees and no VAT, right? Possibly because it's a safety thing, I don't know, but there is no customs fees or VAT on these coming from the States, right? The price range goes from €13.91. It's for their basic dust mask. I think there's a few in the packet. I'm not 100% sure. This type starts at €16.86 and goes up to €25.11. Right? There's double packs are available, and if you buy the double pack, they're cheaper. Right? It's discounted. The shipping, if you spend over €47, it's free. Normal shipping is $5.56, right? Now, like most things nowadays, and I specifically asked this, where they're made, like most things, they're made in China, right? It's a one-size-fits-all thing. Now, to check the mask will fit you, from the top of the bridge of your nose, just under your eyes, right, to the tip of your chin, not underneath it, just the tip of your chin, if the measurement falls between 4.3 inches or 10.9 centimeters and 5.5 inches or 13.97 centimeters, the mask should fit you just fine. They have a very good thing on their website where they show you how to fit a mask, and I would have a look at it. Even if you're not going to buy one of these masks, I would still have a look at it because it shows you how to properly fit a mask to your face, right? As I said, the mask, it's got a 6-layer filter in it. but it also has a one-way exhalation valve, which are these, right? They're the same kind of flutter valves that we used to use in the fire service on the VA sets. I've tested them the way we used to do it. Basically, how you do it is you blow from one side and you suck from the other. And they work exactly the same way. The quality in those valves is actually pretty good. I was actually surprised the quality, because normally that's where masks fall down, is the quality of those flutter valves. And those flutter valves are actually very good, right? Now, all this information is on the website, right? But I'm just going to go through it just in case. It'll save you having to go through it, right? The masks are rated for 20 to 30 plus hours of continuous use and heavy dust exposure to things such as like grain bins, off-roading, construction, demolition. 30 to 40 plus hours of continuous use and light dust exposure, such as grain, basically what we do, right? Sanding and that kind of stuff. And 50 to 60 plus hours of continuous use against allergens like pollen and pollutants and stuff like that, right? As I said, I've been trying this out when I was doing the work in the house, fixing from the flood, right? And what I found is it actually blocks paint fumes. You can't smell the paint, right? The outside, the black part of the mask, it's washable, right? By hand, right? What they recommend is warm water and just some like very mild detergent, right? Do not put them in washing machines. They're BPA free. Now, the masks have a warranty, which also for this kind of a mask is very unusual, right? Now, if you buy them directly from the Basecamp website, there's a 1 year warranty. Now, there are some resellers on likes of Amazon and stuff, right? If you buy from them, you have to check with the reseller if they supply a warranty, because if you don't buy direct from Basecamp don't warranty it. I can understand why they're doing this, with clones and fakes and stuff out there, right? At least if you buy direct from them, you know you're getting the right thing, right? I'll leave a link to the Basecamp direct one down in the description, right? Now, I'm going to show you a few things on this, right? Before I do donning and doffing, right, which is putting it on, taking it off, right? These valves, right, are extremely easy to take out, right? There's a little finger thing there, right? Open and close are written on it. You twist it and it pops out very simply. And to put it back in, you line it up, put that back and close it, and your valve is back in, right? You need to do that when you're changing these filters. Now, those filters, you get a bag of extra ones in the pack. What is it? You get 6 extra filters in the pack. So those things I read out before about how long they last, that's how long these filters last. So let's just say, I refer to my notes again because my brain is terrible. Right, let's just say the heavy dust exposure one is 20 to 30 plus hours, right? There's a filter already on it, there's 6 spares, so that's 140 hours of protection from heavy dust. And that's the fact that they actually give spare filters, and you can buy them as well if you run out, right? And also in the thing is just this little like instruction book, right? Now we'll go with donning and doffing, right? So I'll set up for that and I'll be back in a second. Right then, donning and doffing of the mask. This is what it looked like, by the way. There's a lot of people wondering. Right, now let's get this straight. Donning and doffing of this thing is real easy, right? There's a head strap, right? And there's a Velcro strap that goes around the back of your head, right? So it's really easy. Put on the head strap, pull it down, right? Making sure it fits right. Grab the Velcro strap, lock it down. Right, now you can see I'm going to squeeze this nose piece down and I'm going to breathe. My glasses are not fogging up. There's an anti-fog thing in it, which is really good. It works pretty well. The butterfly or the flutter valves in them are very, very good. As I said, I've used this one inside when I was doing quite a bit of work inside. And after hours of wearing it, if anybody's worn one of these masks for a while, knows that inside your mouth and stuff can start to feel kind of clammy and sticky. It didn't happen with this mask. I was pleasantly surprised with that, actually. Right, now we're going to do a test on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shove something on the lead, so some dusty wood that I have, and I'm going to sand it with 80 grit to create as much dust as I can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a look at the filter inside the mask. Right, I'll basically turn the mask inside out, and you'll be able to see how much stuff either did or didn't come out of it. Now, I haven't tried this one myself, but we'll give it a shot and we'll see what will happen. So I'll set up for that a little bit and I'll be back in a sec. Right then, what I have spinning on this is a piece of oak. It's really dry, right? And I'm actually I'll try it with a bit of 80 grit, but it doesn't seem to be raising fine dust, which is what we're looking for here. So I'm going to use a bit of 150 and I'm going to put my face right down to it, right? Right, that should do it. Right now, let's have a look at the inside of this mask. Right, I'm going to keep myself in shot, just in case somebody thinks I've changed filters or something. Right, the outside of it has some dust on it. You know, that's the black here is from coming off my hands, right? But the inside of the filter is completely clear. For a normal dust mask that isn't powered, that's impressive. To be able to take that amount of dust, like you can see there, it's coming off my hands and it's really fine. To be able to take that amount of dust with my face right up close to it and it not to let anything in, that's quite impressive. I like these masks. They don't seem to have any of the downfalls of the ones I've tried before. Like I've got a 3M dust mask in there, one of the rubber ones, with the canisters on it. And I find after a while, the corners of my mouth get kind of sticky. With this, I had this on for hours in the house doing stuff. And I didn't get any of that. So I was impressed with that. The quality of the flutter valves, I'm very impressed with, right? The overall feel of the mask is good. It's solid. You can feel that it's not cheap, right? Now, as I said, they sent me another one of these, still sealed in the packet, right? Exactly the same way, exactly the same mask as this, right? For a giveaway. So what I'll do is, you know the way I do giveaways, I'll get everybody to put a certain comment down below, and then I'll do a random picker, right? Because it's not a huge giveaway, I'm not going to go live to do it, right? What I'll do, I'll tag it onto the end of a video in 2 weeks. So you have 2 weeks from whenever this video comes out to enter, right? And the phrase I'm going to be looking for is base camp mask free, right? And it's going to be written like this down below here, right? Base camp mask free, written the way it is here, because if you don't write it exactly the way it is written here, the random picker doesn't find it, right? So, and would I recommend this mask? Yes, I would, especially if you don't have, like, everybody knows that I normally use the big air shield for stuff, right? But they are quite pricey. They're brilliant, but they're quite pricey, right? But if you're just starting off, or even if you just need a good dust mask for walking around the house or something, I can recommend these, and you don't get that horrible sticky feeling in your mouth, right? So just remember the giveaway: base camp dust mask free. I hope you enjoyed that one. I got something out of it. If you wouldn't mind clicking like on the video if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.